do they fear that we're all the same?
Hey, and McKinsey welcoming you to G'do CC Dub, and we are live from the inside of the beautiful Colossal Sim, and we're going to be kicking off tonight's action strong as we will be headed down to ringside for the CCW First Blood Championship Open Challenge being held by one Arch. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a First Blood match scheduled for one bleed, and it is for the CCW First Blood Championship. And hello, welcome in. We've got the Champions Wall, and it is adorned with a litany of nation faces right now. The entirety of the nation holding gold here in CCW. Be curious to see if they can all hold on to it. We know that in the not too distant future on the next ATWE Live we'll be seeing Siffy defending his championship, but here comes the Puerto Rican Punishment Brigade. One of these four men will be answering the open challenge. Will it be the man who just failed to win the First Blood Championship? Will it be the man who's the World Heavyweight Championship, for his own fault? Will it be VJ? Will it be JC Cruz, who just last night laid down for John Ewing to help boost his score to guarantee his entry into the Revolution Championship match over in ATWE? Or will it be the idol himself, Puerto Rican Punishment Brigade, making their way into the arena and showing up in a new fashion too? You can see a pretty sullen look on the face of Jesus Diaz. 2 shots now he's had at the World Heavyweight Championship, 2 shots that he's squandered, and now he's got to be thinking to himself, what must I do to get my team onto that championship wall? Oh, the entire group stopping here. Who is going to be the man that steps inside the ring against Arch here for the First Blood Championship? It is one competitor only. Holding up the ones, because they're the ones that Puerto Rico loves, as the cameraman gets just griefed by a fan in the crowd holding up a sign. Thanks, fan. We really love the Colossal Sam here, folks. Oh, welcome in, Moira. Got a new entrance here for 3 of the groups, because there are 3 other 4-person entrances in this game. Puerto Rican Punishment Brigade getting one, and because Bias, Stagnation, and Destin got the other 2. Because I'm a turd like that. I'm a turd like that. I did show Ben, well, I taught Ben how to do this, so we might be seeing unique 4-person entrances starting over on ATWE as well. Might be. It is a lot of a hassle to set up. I had to remake every single team in this game, and there are currently 11 versions of Destiny and Stagnation, and like 5 versions of Puerto Rican Punishment Brigade operating right now. But here comes the First Blood Champion. And we're not entirely sure which of the 4 members of the Puerto Rican Punishment Brigade have answered the Naturals Challenge. 15 stream streak there for Lils. Bravo. And yeah, he's looking down the aisle, and he's wanting to kick off his second reign as First Blood Champion here in CCW strong. So he's throwing out an open challenge. He's defeated every past champion from this season. Now he's looking to open the floodgates. We'll see if he can be a defending champion or if he's going to suffer the same fate that Angus White did when he threw out the Open Challenge. Of course, we're not seeing a debut against him right now. But the Natural entering the ring. He's proud to be back on the Champions Wall. Holding the championship aloft. This is his time to be a champion once more in CCW. The brief roadblock that was Blake Bishop who ruined his attempt. Just the one taping today, probably. Yes. I'm tempted to go back to one taping a stream just so I don't do a pay-per-view every week. But ladies and gentlemen, introducing the competitors first. To my right, challenger, fighting at the red corner wing in tonight at 245 pounds, being accompanied to the ring by and representing the Puerto Rican Punishment Brigade, he is the Idol, John Ewing. Well, we saw a very strong display in the ATW Hardcore Championship match on Conquer. Ladies and gentlemen, now to my left, the champion, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in tonight at 219 pounds. Well, they call him the Natural, the CCW First Blood Champion, Arch. Your referee, Drake Henry. And well, we did see First Blood Championship won back inside the Scrap Trap on CCW Conquer Atlanta by Arch. We also saw a bit of disrespect. He busted open Blake Bishop, the former champ, and then sprungboard leg dropped him. John Ewing, on the other hand, was also in quite the brutal affair, a 30-person light tube deathmatch gauntlet eliminator. He wound up coming in second place to the eventual winner, Nasir Al-Jalal, but he also managed to pick up 7 eliminations throughout that match, including his stablemate JC Cruz laying down for him, which guaranteed him a spot in the ATWE Revolution Championship match coming up at Bloodsport. For those that weren't in the loop, Joseph Anarchy has elected option C, or cashed in his defenses. He had 3 successful defenses of the First Blood of the Revolution Championship, and as such he redeemed the opportunity afforded to him to go after the Intercontinental Championship, and he's vacated the Revolution Championship to challenge Tyler Walker for his gold at Bloodsport. But we need a new Revolution Champion over in ATWE, so we are seeing a potential dual champ across both companies. We've seen the likes of Angus White hold both singles and tag gold across either company, but I'm not certain we've seen... Actually, I was about to say I'm not certain we've seen dual singles champs, but Joseph Anarchy at the start of the season here in CCW, he was the World Heavyweight Champ as well as the Revolution Champion, so who's going to be... It could be the first person since Anarchy himself to do this. Using one of the championships he held as Arch springing off the top, well, the second rope with the forearm, and now to the apron. Springboard elbow. Oh. And the Puerto Rican Punishment Brigade at ringside not getting involved in this one, but Arch calling John Ewing, to his feet. Oh god, straight to the face. With that knee. Ewing up on his feet, drop down, leapfrog, and now the pop-up powerbomb. A bit of ambiguous savagery there from the Idol. Count them 5 nasty elbow drops to the knee and then springing off. I thought he was going to aim for the leg, but no, went higher to the torso, and now called Arch to his feet for the fireman's carry. Going to drag him over to the exposed turnbuckle. Is it going to happen again? No. Jesus Diaz removed the red turnbuckle pad from the top, and John Ewing looks to recreate Blake Bishop's victory using that exposed steel, but not enough damage dealt out by Ewing just yet for the Idol to win the championship that way. But great tape study there by the Puerto Rican Punishment Brigade. Dear Lord. Exactly how Arch lost the championship in his first reign. Almost happening again. Now coming over to his stablemates. They're game planning as he looks now underneath the ring for a light tube. He's very familiar with how to wield one of those after last night's antics. But, oh, he grabbed hold of JC Cruz, and VJ did not like that. And now, Jesus Diaz, VJ both beaten up. Arch on the outside. Uh-oh. VJ sending Jesus Diaz into the ring. Gonna follow his leader around. No. Oh, that was breaking down. The referees admonished them. And, okay, I think he's gotten a modicum of control back on this match. He was saying, if you want to be here to support your guy, you can stay here, but you can't interfere or I'll throw you out, and CCW management will back me, and they will. Crowd chanting for John Ewing to break Arch's fingers. Uh-oh, thrown into the steel steps now. This Puerto Rican Punishment Brigade are asking for a suspension at this rate. Yeah, VJ and Jesus Diaz keep attacking the natural. That is going to see some repercussions, you have to believe. Uh-oh, on the outside, big Uranagi. Of course, Jesus Diaz is kind of in a bit of a spiral after having lost his second World Heavyweight Championship shot, but springboard, elbow to the small of the back. VJ's his ride or die, so I can understand the frustrations mounting between those two men, but this is not the way. Big dive and elbow drop, slaps the mat, and now Tequila Sunrise. That's not going to help you win this First Blood Championship. You can tap out the champ all you like, but that won't make him bleed. But I think John Ewing knows what will. He's looking under the ring for some plunder, and he's found a table. We've seen tables used to bust people open in the past here in CCW Season 3. Let's see if it can happen again, as just the damage on Archer's body into the other exposed steel turnbuckle that JC Cruz let free. Now, you can see, though, the welts forming all over his torso's back because of just the assault that VJ and Jesus Diaz laid in on him. Oh, up to his feet now is Arch, and he reversed whatever Idol had in mind. John Ewing now being brought to a table that he introduced and set up. And now, fall away, slam. Gonna throw him back through the table. That is stomping him and kicking him, and he's yelling to the skies of Arch. He's not happy. He's gonna poke down John Ewing, and he's gonna try and bust him open with the pop-up. Arch KO! Tried to use the table to cut in with the impact, but no, Ewing managing to avoid bleeding just so far. So instead, up to the second rope. Big frog splash. Punishment Brigade at ringside are not thinking this is going well. Need a big forearm. Oh, they all flinched. They thought that might be blood coming out of Ewing's face. And VJ, oh, he went up onto the apron to try to distract Arch, but got yelled back down by Drake Henry. Our junior official is starting to get a bit tired of the antics of the Puerto Rican Punishment Brigade. And I do suspect we won't be seeing Jesus Diaz or VJ for a little while. Kinshasa. Ewing rolling to the outside now. Arch going into enemy territory. And he's just staring down VJ. He's warning him, you won't get booked in my company, kid, if you lay another hand on me. But his jaw jacking here with the Punishment Brigade is going to cost him. Oh, Arch shoved VJ into the way of the machine gun punch. Big lariat now. And he's calling for the end. He's aiming his shot. Kinshasa! But no, Ewing still not bleeding. How about with this one? Oh! And oh, Jesus Diaz is yelling, how dare you talk to my guy like that about what you're saying to VJ? Oh Lord. Arch telling him to go to the back. You're not needed nor wanted in this match. You couldn't beat even Joseph Anak, your Veronica Showtime. Arch KO on the concrete, and that is drawn blood from John Ewing. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Very well done. First defense in the new reign. Arch gets a overall attribute boost of +1 now. I believe that will put him at 83? Yeah, I think so, because damn, that was a contentious match, but the champion retains. That is his 10th victory here in CCW. In Season 3, that is. John Ewing. It will be John Ewing and just JC Cruz here in CCW for a little while, because I'm getting word now from CCW management that due to their blatant interference and just disruption of a championship match like this, both Jesus Diaz and VJ are suspended for a month. They're not to appear on our broadcast, not to appear on our programming. So JC Cruz didn't lay his hands on Arch, so he's been exempt from that rule, but the leader of the Puerto Rican Punishment Brigade and the Gladiator are gone for a month. So it'll be John Ewing and JC Cruz flying duo, I guess. I was going to say flying solo, but anything that they hope to achieve in the near future, they'll have to achieve just those two without the support of their leader or the Gladiator, as Arch successfully retains First Blood Championship in this one. Well, now we move on to our first singles contest of the night, as Earl David will be officiating. Azrael Black is throwing out a challenge. He is getting a rematch clause against Sippy due to the controversial nature of the Marshall Mayhem match that will happen over on ATWE programming, but tonight Azrael Black wants the Flaming Dragon. He wants revenge because he tapped out Kayla. Leo Kobayashi was the one that tapped out to Siffy, and he's got his date set for Siffy over in ATWE. Now he wants to make sure that he beats all three other members of that Fatal 4-Way Marshall Mayhem match. He feels very aggrieved. He feels he should be the Marshall Mayhem champion right now, and his captain agrees. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a singles bout scheduled for one fall. Introducing the competitors first, being accompanied to the ring by Captain Jack Lazar, fighting out of the red corner, weighing in tonight at 220 pounds, representing the Cole. He is the Black Hat, Azrael Black. Get Lazar coming up short against Pierce Perch. Azrael Black, as per Minoru Takayama, coming up short against Stiffy, but he tapped out Kayla Turner. We all saw it, but the referee said that Leo Kobayashi broke the hold before she tapped. Thus, it wasn't a true finish to the match. ATWE's creator disagreed and has given Azrael Black another shot at the Marshall Mayhem Championship over in ATWE. Ladies and gentlemen, now introducing his opponent, currently makes way down the aisle, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in tonight at 238 pounds. He is the Flaming Dragon, Leo Kobayashi. A lot of political pool stagnation holds here in CCW, you might have noticed. And we're underway. Oh, just a punch straight to the guts. Azrael Black is very unamused with Leo Kobayashi after what happened last night. We're breaking up. Oh, went for a spinning back fist, I think. But Kobayashi grabbed the hold, the collar and elbow. And now, oh, gets the side headlock in, does Black. It's gonna be a slower start to this one than I was necessarily expecting, but I think Azrael Black trying to prove a point here, trying to wear down Leo Kobayashi. I tapped out Kayla when ATWE Live 23 goes, 22, what is it, 23? 23, excuse me, yeah, goes ahead. We'll be seeing Azrael Black try to tap out Siffy inside the scrap trap. But tonight, he wants to tap out one Leo Kobayashi to prove that he could have been any other competitor inside that scrap trap. And he's almost getting there. Leo Kobayashi needs to get out of this grounded headlock, and soon. Oh god, gets knees driven into the point of his head. Now springboard, moonsault. Azrael Black calling him to his feet. He's starting to dissect the Flaming Dragon right now. Oh, hello. Wrist control gathered by the Flaming Dragon. And Azrael Black. Oh, hello. Oh, wrenching it. That is nasty work there by Kobayashi. And, oh god, German shoulder first and to the mat, and ref count in one. Kick out at one, and perhaps Azrael Black not going to go for the submission like I was speculating. Oh, what a knee. Oh, kicks him up to his feet now. Off the rope, springboard, and Saguri. To the second rope in the blue corner. Azrael Black looking to fly once Kobayashi's up on his feet. What's he got in mind, is it? Oh god, Meteor straight to the shoulder though. Typically we see it go like either side of the head and drive the entire top of the body, but no, he drove all his weight down on the right shoulder of Leo Kobayashi. And now hooking a leg. 1, 2, kick out, and making him kick out with the right shoulder. He put all his weight down on the left. That is some nasty work there by Black. God damn. And see that fighting free with his right arm. Kobayashi trying to pretend that didn't hurt as much as we all saw it did. Leapfrog. Tilt wheel breaker. I think there's some abrasion starting to form on his face. Scoop. Oh god, Emerald Flosion. But Azrael Black just pump kick straight through the face of Kobayashi. Springboard. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Tried to drop kick him out the air, did Kobayashi, but Azrael Black put enough of the brakes on. He was cautious enough when he hit that springboard that he didn't get caught by the feet of the Flaming Dragon, but he might get caught this time with the backbreaker. No, never mind, he's going for, oh, cross-legged fisherman buster into the burn. 1, 2, 3. Revenge not accrued from Azrael Black, the Flaming Dragon, instead putting down his opponent here. That is not the way anyone expected that to go. We saw just how heated Azrael Black was coming into this. Hello, hello, welcome in. We are seeing just the cool, calm, collected approach of Kobayashi, which is how he won the championship and defended it, to be fair, the March Mayhem championship that is, originally, but Azrael Black not able to withstand just the calm nature there of Kobayashi, who, is it regretful in his opinion that he lost the way he did when it should have perhaps ended earlier? Definitely, but well, he's gonna just keep on keeping on. Now we move on to some tag team competition. And that will be refereed by Minoru Takayama, excuse me. The former tag team champs, the world-class tag champs, they didn't successfully defend. So if they want to get back to the top of the division, they need to fight their way through the ranks. And what better way than to be fighting against a team that is set to be challenging for the ATWE World Tag Team Championship at Bloodsport. Battleflies Las Panteras, your next competition. Huh. Sure do love when the entrances decide not to work. And when my mouths decide to just not go as well. Curious. Ladies and gentlemen, now introduce the following contest. Okay, now it's saying Trina Garcia with Las Panteras. Weird. Okay, we'll just pretend that they got a jobber entrance. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a tag team bout scheduled for one fall. Introducing the competitors first, currently making their way down the fight out of the blue corner, winging it tonight at a total combined weight of 443 pounds. North, and Seymour White, the Battleflies. Their opponents already in the ring, winging tonight total combined weight of 270 pounds. Accompanied to the ring by Rachel Romero, Mariana Gomez, Trina Garcia, Las Panteras. Because, like, I did have to reset and, like, remake every entrance in the game because of my, like, wanting the custom 4-person entrances and me having, just for ease of navigation, deleted all of the default things and having to reset my tags in the stables. So, I don't know why Las Panteras didn't come out together. I'll investigate that off stream. But, Battleflies here. They will be challenging Jeffrey and T-Dog for the ATWE World Tag Team Championship at the upcoming Bloodsport pay-per-view for that company. They're not actually contracted to ATWE though, they just got invited in to compete and there was a championship opportunity on the line, they did not turn it down. And we're underway. Oh, high kick to North. The size difference here is apparent and it doesn't matter to Gomez though, using her legs to put North on their back. And springboard, coffin drop, oh, right to the arm. The arm was not in the place you would want it to be to receive that move. Rachel Romero jumping up on the apron to check that Gomez is fine. She yelled out, yeah, sure. But here comes Seymour White and the Battleflies looking violent here. Oh, that was unnecessary by Seymour. Now getting thrown to, uh-oh. Oh god, it's super kick. Trapped up in the ropes by White and the super kick unprotected shot straight to the face. Battleflies kicking off this match violently and now this is dangerous territory for you, Gomez. You do not want to be here with this man. Of course, referee discretion means that there is no count out in a tag team contest. There very well could be a neck brace needed because Seymour White has a habit, folks, but he's not quite yet ready to pile drive another person. Raking the back, though. He's fine doing that. Fingernails just driving into Mariana Gomez's back and now to slam right onto those new cuts. That kick out by Gomez at one. And oh, up kick there. Turns him around. Super kick to the back of the head. How do you like the unsighted super kick? And then the giant springboard. The height she achieves off that moonsault. 1, 2. Oh, just the one actually. But this, oh, high kick, forearm. Now with the wrist, side Russian leg sweep. And hello, light tube. Rachel Romero introducing a light tube into this one. Trina Garcia. Oh, body press in the corner. Referee gets rid of it. Oh. Uh-oh. Slams his face on the mat, right on the well, right on the logo. She's trying to remind him who he works for. Oh, grabs it with double axe handle from the top rope. Now, North tagged in there by Simo. Trina Garcia electing not to fly. Oh, gets shoved flying off the apron to the outside on the concrete. What a crash. Chop avoided. Now just jabbing away at North, and high knee sends him down to the mat. Or to the floor, I should say. Into the ring we return, and Trina Garcia is on the prowl. We saw a lot of work done to the left arm of North the last time the Battleflies competed here in CCW, courtesy of the Trust Fund. And springboard! Oh, went for the springboard, spinning 47, but not a technique they use often, so didn't have as much reach on it. Didn't clear the ring like they usually do with those coffin drops or the North Star Splash. And North now leaps in for tag, and Trina Garcia just taunted Simo White. That's not going to work out for you. Off the ropes, going to get caught with that big power slam that Simo White loves to use to just drive his opponents into the mat. 1, 2, kick out. Oh god, big punch to the back of the neck, and now Simo White getting Trina Garcia down over to the corner. And forearm, oh, that is just nasty. Now a headbutt, he's a piece of work as Simo White. And he's just staring across, oh god, runs in, oh, big boot, face wash. Just all across the face, goes the boot, and now to the corner. I thought for a second he was about to drag her to the outside for a pile driver on the concrete. A very scary thing, but oh, what a power bomb right on the back of the neck. The high angle there by Garcia puts White down, and she can tag out now to the fresh air Gomez, and oh, big senton. Looking to try and claw back some momentum, and if they can defeat the Battleflies here, and the Battleflies go on to win the ATWE World Tag Team Championship, that might very well put Las Panteras into contention. Drop kick though. And pinfall 1, broken up by North. Springboard moonsault doesn't land it quite flush with Simo White, and that might come back to bite her. Sitting out on the arm, trying to separate shoulder from socket. But, oh, God, and faked out Simo White there. Looked like she was going to go for another strike. He got the block up, got out the way, but got called for DDT instead. Now Simo White rolling to the outside. And Trina Garcia followed. Rachel Romero is trying to send Simo White back into the ring, but you may have just messed up Trina Garcia. Romero's going to return into the ring for you. But now you're out there on the concrete with this madman. This can end poorly. Please, Simo, don't. Into the steps. No. Managed to just barely put on the brakes, so it gets called the side. No, onto the concrete. The back of her head. Bouncing with a sickening thud. And he's not finished out here. Okay, maybe he is. What do I know? But, dear Lord, that could have been even worse. It could have been a pile driver. But no, it's Saito suplex again, this time inside the ring. Oh, kicking her. Telling to get to her feet. Come on, fight. Fight me. You're a champion. Fight me. Oh, you were a champion. Uh-oh. No. Inside the ring. Into the pin. She could be out here. 1, 2, 3. Lucky that it didn't happen on the concrete. It was enough to put her out for this match, but Simo White is nasty with that pile driver. He's unafraid to put people down. Ooh, just that. Saito suplex on the outside on the concrete. Compounded the damage inside the ring. Caught her to her feet rather. And she just barely got her bearings back to get dropped on her neck. That is some nasty work there by CMO White of the Battle Flies. And himself and North picking up the victory here over Las Panteras. It's looking like it might be a bit of a spiral back down the card for these two. Now we go on to an odd situation here. Jared Wolf has recently been holding the Jared Wolf Open Challenge, and he threw out a challenge that he reckons he can beat Olivia Markov in a singles match. I have my doubts, personally. The Red Giant is exactly what she says. However, CCW management have decided that, you know what, let's humor him here. Let us, see if he can back up his words. And if Jared Wolf manages to defeat Olivia Markov here in singles competition, a team of Logan Drake's choosing will get to challenge for the World Class Tag Team Championship in the future. So Jared Wolf may very well earn a title shot for Logan Drake Industries Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, following contest, it's a singles bout scheduled for one fall. Introducing the competitors first, climbing his way down the aisle, being accompanied to the ring by Logan Drake. Fighting out of the red corner, weighing in tonight at 219 pounds, representing Logan Drake Industries Limited, Jared Wolf. And Veronica Showtime saying that the next point of order for the nation and its allies is to see Lucia Belova regain that openweight championship from Angus Wyatt. Of course, she did defeat him to end his last reign, and that has got to be a boogeyman sitting on his shoulder, but he's got a different boogeyman that's been haunting him for 10 years now. That is Sotelo and himself back in Season 2 of ATWE. Had a hair versus hair match, and he came up short. So he is throwing down a challenge. Our main event tonight is going to be a gauntlet. Sotelo versus Destin, all 5 of them. If Sotelo can weather that storm, he gets a title shot against Angus. If not, the only way he'll be able to challenge for that openweight championship, as long as Angus is champion, is a hair versus title match. Never mind that, because, ladies and gentlemen, now introducing his opponent. Currently making her way down now, being accompanied to the ring by, and representing the nation, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in tonight at 236 pounds. She is one half of the CCW World Class Tag Team Champions, the Red Giant, Olivia Markov. Well, World Class Tag Team Champions, Marshall Mayhem Champion, CCW World Heavyweight Champion. The nation is draped in gold, and the final step as far as Veronica Showtime is concerned is seeing Lucia Belova become the openweight champion again. If Sotelo fails to claim the championship off Angus or defeat Destined in our main event, then I suppose we'll see it. But before we get to that main event, we've got to get through this match. We've got to get through Stagnation versus the Yardie Boys, Fred, Key, and Kayla, set to take on the Jamaican trio. Wesley Reed's been reinvigorated with arrival of his compatriots, his nation mates, but big powerbomb here by the Red Giant to start us off, and I suspect that Jared Wolf is not going to last long in this one. Getting manhandled immediately by the Red Giant. Oh, he's clutching his neck. Stomping right on the arm, right on the arm band in particular. Deadlift, gut wrench. Suplex, she rolls through. I think she's looking for another one. And there it is, just thrown around Jared Wolf like a very light sack of potatoes with ease into the submission, making him look straight at Logan Drake. Logan Drake's like, come on, you can get out of there. Uh-oh. Forearm, and oh, he's regretted that. He's trying to back up into the corner as far away as he can. Markov's just like, really? You want to do that? Uh-oh, Logan Drake. Oh, God. Logan Drake, what the hell? Oh, no. Logan Drake is an idiot. He's up on the apron. He is talking shit. What are you doing? Okay, he's down. Markov now breaking the 10 count. Jared Wolf taunting instead of trying anything, and oh, back elbow. He was luring her in. Oh, but that did not work. He tried to play possum. He tried to catch her off guard, and all that happened is not much. Big slap, chop. And uh-oh, he has angered Olivia Markov. Shoving him away. Big punch. Punch again. Throwing over to the blue corner. Count of 7 by Drake Henry. Jared Wolf. Count of 8. Olivia Markov waiting. Count of 9. Jared Wolf back in the ring. Forearm to Markov. Okay, he's sorry. I think a guitar has been introduced by Logan Drake, ladies and gentlemen. Drake Henry spotted it, and we'll see. Oh, it connects. That's 2 referees now that have thrown weapons at Logan Drake. He needs to learn his lesson about introducing foreign objects to this ring in in disqualification contests. No DQ match, sure, but this definitely has DQ this match. And Logan Drake is going to learn one way or another. Oh, he tried to sweep the leg there of Olivia Markov into the neutral corner. Find out if it is Jared Wolf. Uh-oh, up to the top. He needs to go big or go home. Using her own size against her center shoulder first into the apron from the top. And now going after the leg right to the ankle. If she can't stand, she can't lift. If she can't lift, he has a fighting chance here. Jared Wolf going after that ankle. Yep, and again, oh, going after the whole left leg. And that could be disastrous for the nation if he manages to take out the Red Giant's power base. And now go back after the arm. If their entire left side is compromised, then, oh God, armbar, armbar. If Jared Wolf compromises her left side, then this could be easy pickings for whichever team could wind up challenging. Getting punched in the face. She frees herself with the good arm, but waits to lift. Using the right arm for the most part. Slams him down. Into the pin. We're right against the ropes. 1, 2, 3. But his hand, he grabbed the ropes, but the ref counted 3. Oh my lord. Olivia Markov. Yeah, we expected Olivia Markov to kind of make easy work there of Jared Wolf. But Jared Wolf, he had his hands on the ropes, and himself and Logan Drake are arguing with the referee right now, saying that his hand was in the ropes, but the refs counted the 3. And since this isn't a championship contest with high stakes, his decision is final. You can see he's watching the shoulders, does not see the arm grab the ropes, and well, Veronica, I guess it's the time of day. One of the calls to prayer have occurred. She's, okay, sweet, she's observed it. Beautiful. Now she can celebrate alongside the rest of the nation. Olivia Markov putting down Jared Wolf. Controversial fashion at the end, but Olivia Markov, you can see clutching the left collarbone, the left side of the Red Giant. Took a lot of damage there, and oh, getting word from backstage. Stagnation due to come out first for this trios contest. However, yeah, I understand. Ladies and gentlemen, Fred Gomdrol is not in the building. So, Fred's meant to be in this match, but apparently he's not here, so Zach being drafted in for Stagnation. He was booked. He knew he was having this match. We had it on the spreadsheet. Odd. Just odd. Okay, let me update the spreadsheet. Zach and Stagnation versus the Yardie Boys instead, I suppose. Okay. Okay, I guess these tag motions aren't going to work either. Ladies and gentlemen, from the contest is a trios bout scheduled for one fall. Introducing the competitors first, climbing their way down the aisle, fighting at the red corner, weighing in tonight at 110 pounds, representing Stagnation, Kayla. Well, Kayla Turner, unsuccessful in the Martial Mayhem. In fact, the first person to tap out in the Martial Mayhem, so she had a chance, a golden opportunity after that to try and win the match, despite already losing the match anyways, thanks to Minoru Takayama's questionable officiating near the end, but was not able to emerge with the championship and didn't advance past Christy Knight. No, excuse me, didn't advance past Evelina Von Bat in the tournament. Got just wiped out with a cave-in. I was on the call for that. I predicted at the start of the match that a cave-in was going to be the kill shot of that match, a Bloodsport contest, but I did not pick her to be the one eating it. Ladies and gentlemen, now introducing her tag team partners first. Climbing his way down now, also fighting out of the red corner, weighing in tonight at 114 pounds, Zach. Yep. I'm still just befuddled. Fred Gomdrol, in all of my years of being a commentator, both here in CCW and over in ATWE, I've never seen him pull out of a match, just refuse to show up to work. I mean, I guess he's taking the loss against Tyler Walker quite hard. He was adamant that his shoulders were off the mat when he got rolled up, when Tyler escaped his sleeper hold, and that Tyler was in the ropes himself, so we will see how well Zach will step up and replace Fred, I suppose, but oh, Sotelo apparently. No, not Sotelo, excuse me. I forgot who was in this match. Bravo me. Ladies and gentlemen, now introducing their tag team partner, grinding his way down now, also fighting out of the red corner, weighing in tonight at 240 pounds, also representing Stagnation. He is the living legend, Kirai Shimoto. And entering the ring, looking for a victory here. You can see just the consternation on his face. Kayla came out first, Zach next. I think he was waiting just in case Fred arrived, but well, the bell is soon to ring. We'll see, hopefully together, the Yardie Boys coming out, but Kirai is here, and I'm gonna see if the Yardie Boys are gonna come out together or not. I really hope they do. Okay, this is promising. This, like, there's no music, but that is meant to be the case. Phew. Thank you, game. Okay, so I just need to go back through and do some editing, I think. But never mind that, because ladies and gentlemen, now introducing their opponents. Running their way down now, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in tonight at a total combined weight of 718 pounds. Jamar Gordon, Javel Payne, Wesley Reed, the Yardie Boys. And well, the Yardie Boys, a legendary tag team from Jamaica. Brought to you by Greenland Cause, recreated by myself, because he hadn't made them yet on this platform, so. But they've adopted Wesley Reed into their ranks. They're looking to give him his first victory. He is currently no longer the worst performing superstar here in CCW. That dubious distinction currently held by Jared Wolf, courtesy of that rope break loss in the last contest. He's now at -8 on his win-loss record, whereas Wesley Reed yet to pick up a victory, sure, but he's only lost 7 times. More than he's won. Oh, headbutt to Kayla. And this could be the first time that Wesley Reed's able to put it together as he's got his new team outfit on. Here we go. Tags in Jamar Gordon now. Here's the powerhouse of the Yardie Boys, Wesley Reed, but Jamar Gordon is no slouch either. We saw both of Wesley Reed's partners in this one debut in the ATWE Hardcore Championship 30-person eliminated death match, or light tube death match gauntlet last night. Otherwise, but neither man able to make it particularly far. But it's a fun way to debut here in CCW. Jamar Gordon yelling, and here comes Zach. Smallest man in this match getting caught the Northern Lights straight into the center of the ring, and he's clutching at his ribs. That force he put in. Oh god, just a brutal lariat, and Jamar Gordon does not like stagnation, it would seem. He's asking, where's your leader? And big German suplex there. Leg hook deep, perhaps a win already. 1. Kick out by Zach, but Zach currently trying his best to earn his way into stagnation. Snapmare, knee driven down. And leap into the tag, and we of course saw that over in the last live. Zach defeated Tex Sweeney in singles competition. And Veronica Showtime putting out a $500 bounty for the Yardie Boys to pin Kayla. Should be happy with a victory over stagnation anyways, but the 500 United States dollars bounty to pin Kayla Turner in particular. Oh god, dropkick to the side, the head of Zach, who is scheduled to be facing off against Neo Haven on the next live over in ATWE, because, well, there was comments had, and Neo Haven, former member of Stagnation, ridiculing Zach for trying to fight his way into the group to earn a tracksuit. It's like, ain't no way. If I was in that group and they were trying to put a tracksuit in me, I would have left even quicker than I already did, or something to that effect. But Zach was watching back his match, and he heard the commentator mention what Neo Haven had to say, and he took umbrage with that, as did Stagnation as a whole. So that is the next person Stagnation have put on the hit list for Zach. But right now he's getting put into the steps by Wesley Reed. Right across the concrete now into the ring. Jamaican Juggernaut is looking. The sink Kayla flying. And stunner. 2 key. Punch now. Isolating Zach, and the winner of the A1 Classic being isolated quite thoroughly here. Key reaching out for the tag, but Wesley Reed standing in the way, and oh, copping a feel. Knee, oh god. Working away on Zach here. And just using his size to just really bully Zach at the moment. That just scraping his face across the mat. Where's this vicious edge been from Wesley Reed this entire time? This season. It was meant to be one of the marquee signings of CCW Season 3. Management had pegged him to be top of the card. They even put the Jamaican flag onto the apron when we're still doing that gimmick, just as a representation of how far they thought he would go, but in the end, Jesus Diaz ended up taking over that spot. The multinational domineering force with a stable at his back, but that man's been suspended and the Yardie boys are on the up at the moment. Zach slams Shamar Gordon's shoulder first and to the mat. This is the first sign of fight we've seen out of the young man in a little bit, but gets caught and his legs swept out from underneath him. And Shamar looking over, and death to stagnation he calls. Kayla getting a knee right to the face, and oh, Shamar Gordon get dropped here now. Stop. Oh, leg drop, both the arms, Shamar Gordon, and the shin of Zach. You can see him just hobble as he's back on his feet, but Kayla getting cut off and sent face first into the turnbuckle now, rising up. Uh-oh, charging it up, 44, 50, splash! Oh god, hurt himself, but he's gone for the bin now. Rip there, count. 1, 2. Broken by Zach. I don't think that Kayla was kicking out, folks. She keeps up. Off the ropes. Shamar Gordon. Drop down. Leapfrog. Spine on the pine. Into the pin. 1, 2. Kick out. Zach doesn't care about other people. He wants to make it into stagnation, and if stopping the Yardie boys getting $500 helps the cause, then he's gonna do it, damn it. He now legal participant for stagnation. Oh, Carter! Out of nowhere. 1, 2. Kick out by the Living Legend. I mean, Yardie boys happy to win no matter what way. Oh! Doesn't matter who they pin or submit to them, but that would be a happy bonus if they get $500 out of Veronica Showtime for putting down Kayla. Of course, the entirety of Stagnation barred from challenge for any CCW exclusive championships whilst the nation hold them. Big power bomb toss. Wesley Reed, the Jamaican Juggernaut, going for the pair. 1. Broken up by Kayla, but we almost saw the first pinfall of Wesley Reed's CCW career. Just throwing the Living Legend halfway across the ring with that power bomb. The Juggernaut is loose. Off the ropes now. Big knee lift right to the face, and from the second rope, the Juggernaut looking to fly straight through the Living Legend, putting him down with the double axe handle, drowning him. Oh, just manhandling up to his feet and then tossing him to the red corner. Tag out, he says. Here comes Jeff Alpayne, I believe for the first time this match. And got given the opportunity to tag out to the Living Legend, but Jeff Alpayne said he took too long and just mounting him and hitting some strikes into the bin now. 1, 2, 3. I think that he got knocked out by Wesley Reed, and Wesley Reed, instead of being greedy, gave the pin to Jeff Alpayne. Teamwork on display here by the Yardie boys. And even though they didn't pin the right person, they're getting $75 for Jeff Alpayne. Nice work, Yardie boys. Wesley Reed picking up his first victory here. He's got to be happy about that. Zach and Stagnation not so happy because another loss there. Kayla Turner now on 10 losses. Would have been all that much sweeter for Veronica if she was the one to take the fall, but nonetheless, she loses. She's happy. Now I'm just finding the Yardie boys on my win-loss tracker so I can give them all the updated win-loss records. Yardie boys, your winners here. Mark Gordon very happy. He's one of the most cunning, just analytical minds inside the ring. Like, they have fun though. Fun-loving bunch out of Yardie boys, but they know how to win. Yes, one of those losses was Jared, but his win-loss record now 2 better than Jared Wolf. And now we head to your main event of the evening. It's a gauntlet turmoil. Minoru Takayama drawing the straw of short variety. Okay, DQ on, rope break, not automatic. Falls count anywhere, vitality between falls, yeah sure. Give him a fighting chance. And even though there is disqualification, you never know what sort of strategy Destined might pull out here. This is Sotelo versus the entirety of Destined. If he can manage to do this, he gets a title shot against Angus Wyatt. But if he can't, then the only way he will be allowed to challenge for Angus Wyatt's Openweight Championship is if he puts his hair on the line. And there's a specific order that we're doing this. Henry, put your wrestling boots on. You are number 5. Angus, you are number 6. Paulo, you are number 4. Buckwheat, you'll be number 3. It is Sotelo versus Destined, your main event of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is your main event of the evening, and it is a gauntlet match where Sotelo will face the entirety of Destined to determine if he challenges for the CCW Openweight Championship. However, if he loses, he will have to wager his hair to challenge Angus Wyatt. We start off with Sotelo and Hank inside the ring. Sotelo will have to run the gauntlet, as it were, if he wants to challenge for the Openweight Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the competitors first. Currently makes his way down now, fighting out of the red corner, weighing in tonight at 240 pounds. Representing Stagnation, he is Sotelo. One of the few benefits of this match is that because each competitor has to fight him one by one, the rest of Destined are barred from ringside during each stage. Be one-on-one for Sotelo every match. We'll see if Sotelo can fight through all 5 men. He's been quite dominant the entire duration of Season 3 of CCW and over in ATWE, especially able to fight off multiple opponents, but will he be able to do so here? Ladies and gentlemen, now introducing his opponent first. Arriving now, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Destined, weighing in tonight at 226 pounds. He is the undisputed future of French professional wrestling, the French Iron Man, Hank Allen. Well, Hank looking to earn himself some favor within the ranks of CW. Oh, well, within the ranks of Destin, but also build some momentum here in CCW. If he can put down Sotelo and prevent him from even advancing to the second person, then Hank surely be quite well liked by the rest of the group. Obviously, everyone wants their pound of flesh, and Angus trying to make Sotelo fight and fight for it hard if he wants to get there, but this is about humiliating Sotelo as well. But oh god, chops, stomp, leg lariat, and Sotelo coming out the gate strong here. Stomping Allen into the match, the junior most member of Destin. The order that Destin are fighting is the order of favor as per Angus Wyatt's decree. Not necessarily who's the best fighter coming out last or whatnot. Some would argue Henry Allen's the strongest competitor in Destin, but from the top, Stagnation's Sotelo looking to fly. Oh, big lariat shoulder block combination. Now on the concrete, referee will administer a 10 count, you have to believe. There it is, Takayama starting the count. Sotelo could cheese it. He could just get 5 countouts and become the #1 contender, but despite being in stagnation, he's not that sort of competitor. He wants to beat his opponents here. Prove without a shadow of a doubt that he is as tough as he says he is. And big splash there off the ropes, almost North Star. Reminiscent. Oh, double axe handle to the back. Second rope now. Oh god, springs up for the moonsault. Hank Allen played possum, got out the way, then a drop kick to the prone. Sotelo bounced off the mat painfully now. Got to stretch his back, the bow and arrow. I mean, any damage that Hank Allen can do to Sotelo now, even if he gets eliminated, could come into play later on throughout this gauntlet. Big chop. Big chop again. Ducks the lariat off the ropes. Oh, clothesline now, and Sotelo stumbling into the corner, gets caught European uppercut. Hank Allen coming alive now. Oh god, deadlift, gut wrench. Oh, tossing him around, and suplex just yeeting him behind them over the shoulder into the pin now. 1, 2, kick out by Sotelo, but just a flurry of offense here by Hank, and now looking to end him. Garage powerbomb. 1, 2, 3. Oh lord. Wow, damn. If Sotelo wants to challenge for the Openweight Championship, he has to wager his hair. And Hank Allen doing a thing that very few people have been able to do, and that's defeat Sotelo. One-on-one competition clean as well. No shenanigans took place there. He just came alive out of nowhere. Did Hank Allen. This is why it's the undisputed future of French professional wrestling, you suppose, but his father Henry set to challenge Veronica Showtime in the not too distant future. The progeny looking strong here, and the crowd very unamused with Hank Allen. They were expecting a gauntlet match for Sotelo to beat some sense into Destin, but instead the undisputed future of French professional wrestling putting down Sotelo quite quick. All things considered, well, ladies and gentlemen, I've been Enigmatic Entity. That is the end of episode number 25 of CCW Titans.